Hello, everyone. How are you doing? This is Roger. I'm back. Grubus Games Unlimited, and hopefully you just watched the other video. And there was a slight delay getting this here. This was a lot to set up, and I was over for a good part of the morning and afternoon typing quest cards because I said that's one of the last things that we have to do in the Avalon Adventure board game. So I just wanted to keep progressing. And as I said, this is my chance to kind of like break away for a little bit, refocus, recalibrate, and chat with you guys and show you a lot of stuff. I've been waiting for this video for so long, and you're going to see a lot right now. So it's probably going to be a few videos long, but hopefully you don't mind that. You're going to see a lot of reveals, full game. This is everything right now, besides like all the quest cards, and of course like the rule book and scenario book. But I have the scenario page and covers to show you. This is like a Knight of the Realm edition, and then you just saw all of the House of Chance games, which is the Master of the Realm stuff. So the only thing not pictured is the Avalon Adventure board game. This is like if you would, when you get Dungeon Crusade, this is everything you're getting. All the cards, mining cards, never saw those before. We're going to show you some of those. I'm going to sneak in some new encounters you haven't seen. I'm going to show you a new treasure chest card. Well, new to you, it's always been there. You saw this last video here. That's all still set up. Recipe cards. This is for the mining. I know a lot of people have been asking about this mining. Set this down here. So we're going to go over just a few of those. Affliction cards are here. The Tavern Task. Trap cards, even though this is for Tomb of Caladar. But I want to touch on something about the trap cards, that you can use these for the other dungeon boards. And forgive me, I forgot your name, but someone asked, and then someone messaged me, can you use the trap cards, put that down, can you use the trap cards for the other boards? And I think you can do this, because I'm going to put like a little symbol, very small, but on all the boards. So if you would like to use the trap cards, I don't see the harm in doing that. They were made for the Tomb of Caladar, but I think that we could get away with using those. Okay, so as I said, I left this area purposely clear, so we're going to be talking about the scenario page. I'm going to show you some covers, you backers, the awesome backers, my extended family. You are going to choose from 4 covers for the scenario page. As you know, you've done a lot in the game with what you've wanted to see. So you are going to choose the scenario cover, and you're going to see that in the update after I get all this done. So there's a lot to talk about. Scenario page reveal. You're going to see a quest card. I have actually a few of them done. I'm going to show you a quest all set up. So just sit back, relax, and you're going to go away from this, I think, with even more information and desire for Dungeon Crusade. I think it's all the final stuff. And I have a storage solution. So let's, how about I show you a couple, I don't know where to start at over here. Well, we already saw the monster cards, right? We showed you those. Those are over here. Those are, of course, back, and these are all done. This is level 3 champions, Elder Priest, and Succubus. So we have all them. Minion cards are all done. There's all the minion cards, guardian cards. These are all done. So all these are all finished. These are normal, of course, and there's going to be expert and heroic. But we have all those done. And mining. There's mining and crafting in the game. We managed to get all these done. 136 mining cards you're going to get. When you mine, you have to have a pickaxe. And that's what I should have grabbed, the pickaxe. I'm going to have that for next video to show you. You can mine. You can find Zoltanite, Sunstone, Iolite, Ruby Stone. There's all different kinds of gems. Moonstone again. Moonstone. So, Obsidian. And I created this, whole crafting system with all these different gems. And then these are the recipes. So what you do is, of course, like, let's say we wanted to create, let's grab this one. So right here, this is an Iolite Prowess gem. This recipe will create an Iolite Prowess gem. Once inserted into a weapon socket, add +2 to ranged warfare rolls. And so when you flip it over, so what we would need is here, what we would need is 1 piece of moonstone, for mining, 1 piece of zoltanite, and 1 iolite. Take this to the blacksmith. Albus can run the components back, or the materials, or mats, as we call them. He can run the mats back to the blacksmith, and the blacksmith will craft you an iolite a prowess gem and see it says +2. And what you do is, even though this is just a starting weapon, but if it has a socket, let's say there was a socket there, you slide that underneath there, and look at that. That's like plugged in, and you could add +2 to your ranged warfare rolls. And someone asked me, why do you have two sides? Because when you put it under there, you may want to have it on this side to save space, or you may want to have it on that side. That's all that means. So, of course, this is just a starting weapon, but you know what I mean? If you see a little socket, round stuff goes in round sockets, square sockets go in square. Armors have square sockets. So there you go. That's a little bit of the crafting and mining. Those recipe cards, as you see, tons of recipes for different gems for you. These are all done. Let me set this down. What else can we show you? This is really nice. I am like so excited, guys, because this is coming together finally. And it's just good to be at this point. And I'm really excited to get to the scenario page. I think you're really going to enjoy this. I showed you a bunch of treasure chest cards. Let's show you another one. How about this one? And remember, there's good and bad in this, okay? Risk and reward, totally. There's great stuff, but there's also bad stuff. But this is actually a good one here. This would be a great one to get for the treasure chests. To your surprise, you have found a legendary piece of gear. Flip over cards in the loot deck, up there, and take the first legendary piece of gear you find, then reshuffle the loot deck. So, tons of different items and some bad stuff inside the treasure chest. I remember I showed you some of these, this environment here. Blood Red Moon has risen over the dungeon as the Night of the Undead. Environments stay in play until something cancels them out. And then I showed you this one, challenge cards, where you have to open up the coffins. You know, you roll 4d6s, I'm sorry, consult a little chart to what you found in the coffins. 83 unique encounter cards, all with art, of course, unique art. This one we saw before, the fountain, that a hero has found a fountain, so you could regain 6 health plus the roll of a d6. And so that, and how about we show you another one? This is a very cool one. You know, I came up with all these designs, and Cameron Brown, if you're out there, I love you, man. You did an awesome job with these. And so here's an environment. This is a really good one. In the far distance, the heroes hear a soft, angelic voice chanting an ancient battle hymn. While this environment is in effect, all heroes gain +2 to their base movement. So there's another one for you. So 83 encounter cards, fully done. Tavern test cards, trap cards, said that. So I guess we're going to move on to, I'm going to show you some tokens and storage solutions. Because believe it or not, people have asked, how am I going to store all these tokens and all this stuff? And it's very easy, guys. I'm going to show you what I use. So I'm going to back up. It's our little, I guess, demo stage right here. You should be able to see that, right? Yeah, but seriously, some people have asked, how am I going to store all this? And I think I have a really good solution and very cheap. Because there's a lot of tokens in this game. A lot. And so what I want to show you is this is all of the tokens that comprise Dungeon Crusade. So there's all those. And yes, these took a long time to get finished. Prototype stuff, remember. But hopefully you can, I think you can see that good, right? Okay. But this is one of those super-sized ones. All of your, monster tokens go in here. Here's an empty chamber one. I don't think you saw this art before. I know I put some promo posters up. All of the stuff here has like a swirl thing. I wanted like a spawning purple swirl thing, so it looks like, when it goes into a chamber, you don't know what it is, So then this is like an empty chamber, and we're going to get to this. This is, this deals with the quest cards. It could be a level 1 monster in chambers, of course, level 2, level 2, level 3, level 4. So that's what an empty chamber token looks like. See, there is the lockpicking tokens. And then, there's a lockpicking mechanism, or mechanic, rather, in the game. And so when you go to pick a lock on a chest or one of the secret rooms, you have to put all these tokens here. This is something I can tell you. I don't think you know this. You take all these tokens, right? And this is one mechanic I know that people love. Like when you dip your hand inside of a cup and you got to pull something out. This is what that is. So what you do is actually, if anyone saw my classic Dungeon Quest thing, I've had this thing forever. So what we're going to do is you're going to take these lock picks at the beginning of the game, throw them in the cup, give them a shake. If you're trying to pick a lock in a secret door or a chest, you're simply going to go in here and you're going to pick one out. And here's the thing about this, how I made this. These things, there's some easy combinations and there's hard ones. This is a fairly hard one. And Annika, if you're out there, I worked with her and I asked her to make like those like little levers like inside of a lock and that pick lock like you're trying to pick the lock. Awesome work on those. So that's kind of cool. And I've always liked this kind of things like it's actually in Dungeon Quest 2 when you have to get when you go in for the Dragon's Chamber. So there's a few things in Dungeon Crusade where you have to reach in and grab something. So that's that. I'm tell you what, I'm going to stop this right now because I want to upload this so you guys can see all this because I know there's a lot of people waiting. Great, a lot of stuff to talk about, guys. So come on back and I'll just see you in a brief